Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back. It's Monday night. It's another Unholy Tea. I'm your host, Max 2 Unholy. And you know the green guy sitting next to me is my trippy alien brother here along for the ride. So let's start off. Let's start today off with some announcements. We sad to tell y'all, but right now, for a momentary time, the terrestrial radio station is offline. We're sad to see it happen, but got to reorganize. With that being said, man, we got a new agenda here at CSHR Radio. It's time to grow these social media pages. So please, 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 please hit the follow button, hit the like button, hit the share button. Not only on the Unholy Tea, but on Sundays for Herbalations. Y'all know our man Harsh Med got his Random Happening show. Tune in, throw some support. Now that we got a station disclaimer out the way, I came into today with the topic already pre-planned from last weekend. What's up, Tyler? You're right. It is a lot of buttons, but it's how the algorithms work. In order for us to grow, we need interactions. We need people to hit all them buttons. So before we jump into the topic I already had set for today, let's review last week. Let's review what we was talking about last week. I was talking about like how I learned to be me. I learned how to not really fit in. And during last week's show, I said I was talking about how getting to that ideal version of myself, getting to them ideal circumstances, it came with parameters. Knowing like, hey, I don't do these types of things. Hey, you don't go these types of places. Hey, you don't associate with these type of people. It's actually rather trippy because then Wednesday came around and I realized the universe threw a lob my way like, oh, you said that. Now we about to test you. So before today's topic, as I explain this, I need y'all to comprehend. I'm giving y'all some backstory behind spellcasting. Words are spells. I said that and then caught myself in a situation where me was like, hey, exit button, don't do this, get out of this situation. I didn't handle it the most graceful way, but nevertheless, the universe got my attention. So speaking of universe and attention, y'all see that corkscrew board behind me? On that corkscrew board, there hangs a piece of paper. And on this paper, I've got a simple formula written out. It's the creation formula. Now, I'm going to bust this formula down today for y'all like a science experiment. We're going to digest this like it's a science or a mathematical equation because I wrote it out like an equation. So I know that I shot Scott a picture of this in the chat, so I'm going to give him some time to kind of grab it up and throw it up here on the screen for us. But while Scott's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and just verbally tell y'all the formula. Don't worry, in a minute you're going to have a picture to look at this formula. This scientific formula for creation is simple. It is learning the craft plus redefining over defining your brand. You take that product and you multiply it by the square root of motivation times dedication times preservation to the third power, and you got successful creation. So we're going to go ahead and put this whole thing on big screen. I'm going to get out the way real quick. I'm going to get my smiling face right out the way for a minute. There y'all go. Y'all see this formula. Learning the craft plus redefining over defining your brand multiplied by the square root of motivation times dedication times preservation cubed is going to bring you successful creation. Now, for a long while, I just was posting this, just posting a picture of this formula. I never really like sat back before until recently in a post on Facebook and really dived into this. So here we go. Learning the craft. To explain learning the craft, this is the starting point for any artist. It involves gaining skills, knowledge, and expertise in your chosen art form. Skills, knowledge, and expertise in your chosen art form. Be it music, painting, writing, or any other medium. The importance of this: mastery of the craft is essential as it forms the foundation of your artistic identity and credibility. Think about it. If I come to you right now with a knockoff Rembrandt painting, you're going to be like, it's not real. It's not authentic. So, for your craft to be authentic, you got to get the skills, knowledge, and expertise. Redefining your brand over defining your brand. Now, let's bust that down first, because in order for you to redefine your brand over defining it, you have to know what defining and redefining your brand would even entail. So, defining your brand. Explanation. This step involves articulating who you are as an artist. It includes identifying your unique style, voice, and the message you want to convey through your art. So Tyler said, I just drink and lose my filter. I'm weak. A lot of artists lose their filter when they get in the moment or when they're really deep in creating. Art kind of really is about taking them filters off. So defining your brand is articulating who you are as an artist. You define a brand because a clear brand definition helps in differentiating you from other artists and makes it easier for your audience to understand and connect with you. Redefining your brand. Now that I've given you the definition of defining your brand, redefining your brand. This step recognizes that brands are not static. As you grow and evolve as an artist, your brand may need to be adjusted to reflect your new perspectives, styles, and goals. So, if you think of the concept of redefining your brand, it's like giving a makeover, updating your logo. If you're a music artist, updating your EPK, updating your performance list, maybe updating what songs you're going to perform because you've got newer songs instead of the old songs you've been playing. The importance of redefining your brand. Constant redefinition ensures that your brand stays relevant and true to your evolving artistic vision. Redefining over defining. Let's explain this now. This fraction indicates that the process of redefining your brand, evolution, and adaptation should be an ongoing process. I'm going to say it again. It should be an ongoing process that builds on the initial brand definition. It suggests a dynamic balance where growth and change are integrated into the brand's foundation. Redefining over defining is where you're integrating the fact that your brand is going to change over time. You're hinting at it to your fans and your audience. You're letting them know right away. Like Tyler said, you're telling them we're going to grow. Nobody wants stagnation. Think about it. If the music artist plays the same music over and over, you're going to get tired of listening to that. Exactly the point, Tyler. This is about showing you how not to be stuck in the mud. So, The importance of this is exactly what you just threw in the comments. This ensures your brand remains vibrant and adaptable, preventing stagnation. So now let's talk about this, the square root, multiplying it by the square roots of motivation times dedication times preservation cubed. So the square root of this. Taking the square root of this product suggests balancing these elements to a manageable and sustainable level. It implies that while motivation, dedication, and preservation are all crucial, they need to be harmonized to avoid burnout and ensure longevity. Think about this: motivation, dedication, and preservation. Motivation is that drive to push you. We're going to buzz these down. But if you go too much with one, you might come out of balance. So let's look at this. Importance. This is important because this is the passion, or hold on, motivation. I'm sorry. Motivation. This is the passion and the drive that inspire you to create and pursue your artistic goals. So your motivation should be what makes you creative. You shouldn't be motivated because you think you're going to get rich. Truth is, if you're an artist and think you're going to get rich, I'm going to share some advice with you for free 99 that was freely given to me when I first started. My friend, you will not make your money off of your music. You will make it off of the brand you build. The importance of motivation. Motivation keeps you going forward, especially in challenging times. See, that motivation factor is a lesson because if it's easy, it wasn't worth the effort. So motivation kicks in when it's getting hard, when it's getting difficult, when things aren't going the way you're foreseeing them. That motivation to create that vision kicks in. Dedication. This is the commitment to consistently work on and improve your craft and brand. It's a lot of people, they think, oh, I'm going to write one song and I'm going to blow up. And when that one song don't blow up, you see that they ain't got no dedication. Some people will pick up a craft. Let's use DJing as an example. They will pick up the craft of DJing, do a couple little things, and then decide that they don't want to dedicate themselves to continuously learning a craft. So they say that they retired. You were never a DJ to begin with then. The importance of dedication. It ensures you put in the necessary time and effort to achieve mastery and maintain your brand. 2 words: time and effort. Tyler, I'll give you an honest admission. For a long time in life, I had some dead hobbies too. Then one day, music just popped in, and I decided to put the dead hobbies down and put it all into this music. Dedication ensures that you put in the necessary time and effort to achieve mastery and maintain your brand. Music production takes time and effort. You are continuously learning. Oh, what you think you're going to learn some skills and that's it? Skills are just suggestions. They give you the foundation of what works well together to build from. It's time and effort. You're going to sit around and tinker with some things. Some things going to sound like crap. Sometimes they're going to sound good. Preservation. The explanation of preservation refers to maintaining your artistic integrity and brand identity. Now, as we're going through this, I just want to point out that we're kind of doubling back on some of them points we made last week about knowing the parameters of your ideal self, knowing what things to take part in and not take part in, what places to go, what places to not go, what activities to take part in, what activities to not take part in. This is a part of preservation. Because, see, in preservation, you're like, okay, if I do this, this is going to negatively impact that. And I don't want to negatively impact that, so I'm not going to do this. The importance of preservation. Strong preservation helps you stay true to your core values and vision, even in the face of external pressures and changes. External pressures and changes. You might want to express yourself one way, but people are telling you you shouldn't, or they're telling you how to be an artist. Maybe the people around you don't even believe you can do it. They don't believe you can make it happen. In the face of all them naysayers, it's that preservation that's going to come in clutch and help you make it happen. Tyler, you're absolutely right. It's always easier to go back into the old patterns. It's always easy. They're comfortable. It's about breaking them old patterns, though, to get to that growth point. So now, let's go back to that equation. Remember, we took them three and we multiplied them and cubed them. Why did we cube it? The cube notation emphasizes the heightened importance of resilience and long-term sustainability. Think about it. When you cube something, you're making a box. You're making a base. You're making a foundation to build upon. So now that we got all the aspects of the equation piped out, let's look at what successful creation would be. The accumulation of the formula provided in the successful creation of your brand as an artist. It represents the harmonious integration of mastering your craft, continuously evolving your brand, maintaining motivation, dedication, and preservation. So think about this. As an artist, you're going to have to wear a lot of hats. You're going to have to do a lot of your own legwork, unless you end up super successful and famous. But even then, you probably want to do a lot of it yourself, because more money and more people bring more problems. The importance of this, achieving this balance leads to a well-rounded, authentic, and enduring brand that resonates with your audience and stands the test of time. In conclusion, by following this formula, an artist can create a strong, adaptable, and sustainable brand. The process involves mastering your craft, defining and redefining your brand, and balancing motivation, dedication, and preservation to ensure long-term success and growth. I just spent about 20 minutes giving y'all a mouthful. Let's talk about this some now. Because that formula ain't going to work for everybody. I'm going to now tell you who this formula will not work for. If you intend to look for a secret hack that does all of the work for you, that formula is not going to work. If you think you're going to be an instant Picasso, an instant Neptunes, an instant whatever artist is your role model, that equation is not going to work for you. If you think these things, let me be the one to tell you this. There's no thing that's going to work for you because you don't have it in you to work for what you want. See, technology that made it look glamorous. Technology that made it look like it's a walk in the park. What technology don't show you is the struggle it comes to build the things that people put out for the world to see. Oh, you think this a game, huh? You got a music producer friend? If you got a music producer friend, I want you to go ask him how painstaking of a process is it when they're looking for their kick drum or a specific drum in a beat. Boy, a producer will sit around a whole day just trying to find the right sounds to start making a project. Trying to figure out the right sounds to fit together, how they want to structure the sounds. Don't get started talking about sound design. I'm just starting to learn that one. And there's so much that goes into it. So, who will this formula help? If you're somebody that's just looking and trying to find processes that will help you comprehend the journey of an artist, you might have the mindset to utilize this formula. If you're somebody that sits and asks yourself, what is it going to take for me to make it? What do I got to do? In other words, you're hungry. You're hungry for it. You want it so bad that you'll do anything for it. Now, when I say anything, I'm not talking nefarious. I'm not saying you got to sell your soul. Though while we're talking about selling our souls, Illuminati, if y'all listening, I told y'all and I keep telling y'all I got sacrifices ready. Just run me my millions. Run me my millions and I got some people to sacrifice. They can go. They wait worthless anyways. But if you're looking to work for it and build it, oh, this might be the formula for you. If in your mind you're telling yourself, if I build it, they will come, this might be the magic formula for you. I see we got another comment from Tyler. Tyler said, I posted the other day that if it's meant to be, it's a lie. You got to plant the seed, put in the work to reap the benefits in any aspect of life. And that, my friend, is no cap. No cap. Tyler also said that the right-winged ginger can have his soul. I don't know about that one. I don't know about selling my soul to that guy. I'm not selling it to him. I'm just saying, if the Illuminati want to bring millions my way, I got the sacrifices ready. Fill your casket. I'll zap them with the gun. So, why? If you've came across this and you're asking yourself, or if you come across this, when you come across this, and you ask yourself, why does this formula have an allure to it? Why does this formula have an allure to it? Because I'm sprinkling real life experience in this formula. See, I didn't just sit around and write some scientific looking formula out. I really found a creative way to share with y'all how this journey has been going for me. This is the formula that has been my guiding post. It has been the formula I've been working day in, day out, step by step. And it's been rather amazing. When I go back and I look at some of the very first attempts I made to create a beat and I listen to them, I'd be getting appalled. I'd be getting appalled. Like, what was I doing? And now, as I'm listening to like current projects I'm working on, oh yeah, the kid, like, hey, it's coming together. Like, I've been saying that a lot with some of my recent projects. Like, hey, this sound I'm aiming for is starting to shape up. It's starting to take that sound I'm hearing. Welcome to the results of the formula. So, I know this is short. I know it is. That's going to be one of the things about the Unholy Tea. We don't have to sit around here for a whole hour. We just here to pop in, give you some mineral vitamin snacks. Let you decide if you're going to listen to them and let them sink in. And if you do, pop out your way so you can take them in, let them sit and run through your brain and marinate. I've given you the gist of me for the night. I've shared with y'all the magic formula for successful creation. Last week, I shared with y'all the parameters to reaching your optimal self. That's right, Tyler. See, you are just getting to know me, my friend. Welcome to the journey. For people that's been around and been watching what I post and been watching videos I was throwing out, they know the hashtag Mental Vitamin Snacks has been one I've used for a few years now. We're going to teach you how to build these mental muscles because these are the muscles you're going to need to create that vision. These are the muscles you're going to need to elevate your life. It ain't going to come from flexing a lot of cash. Don't get me wrong. You're going to have to use these muscles to start figuring out how to generate them cash. But it's more than just cash. It takes this to get to the cash. It takes this to create the product. It takes this to create and market the brand. It takes this to do it all. So we're going to pass this real life experience off and just call them mental vitamin snacks. Throw a touch of humor to it just to get some attention. Just so maybe a couple of these words stick in somebody's head and maybe inspire somebody to reach for the stars. That's all I got for y'all. I'm not even going to lie. I'm actually about to jump off here, go take a road trip to Detroit with the homie, go throw some support out, have some fun. Got to work tomorrow. This alarm going to come early, and tomorrow is Prime Day, so you know Amazon about to have me slaving. I do believe Harsh is going to be on tomorrow night with Random Happenings. Don't quote me on that because y'all know how Harsh is. He makes last-minute decisions. Our guy Scott's got the outro. Have a great day. Yeah.